Hello everyone, welcome back to Apex Coasters. Today, this is going to be round number 1 of Roller Coaster March Madness, part number 3. Now, because we are running a little bit low on time, I probably started this series a bit too late. Today we are going to be doing state group number 3, number 4, and number 5. So in the next video, we're going to do 6 and 7, and then advance into round 2. Now, round 2 is going to be 3 times faster than this, so we could probably get it done in 2 videos, and then round 3 will also be much, much quicker. So, as you know, there are 50 US states, and 50 times 3, that's 150 roller coasters that we need to go over. So, next round, there's only going to be 50, and then after that, it's going to be somewhere around like 20 or 18. And so it's just going to keep going down and down, and so it's just going to get shorter and shorter. So we hopefully will be able to finish on April 7th when March Madness Championship ends, and I will post the video right before or actually on the day, or maybe even right before the championship ends. And so let's start off today's video. So we are going to continue with state group number 3. We have Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine. So there's 6 states in this group, and so that's pretty interesting because some have 5, some have 6, and so let's just get straight into it. So in Indiana, we have a Voyage at Holiday World, a massive wooden roller coaster that's probably one of the best in the world. Hoosier Hurricane, a smaller wooden roller coaster at Indiana Beach. Raven at Holiday World, probably the most famous wooden roller coaster, template wise, because it set a guideline for most parks to be able to build a thrilling roller coaster, but also in a small footprint. The winner of Indiana is going to go to the Voyage. Voyage is going to be advancing to round number 2. Next state, we have Iowa. Iowa has Matugani at Lost Island. Lost Island is probably one of their best theme parks. Matugani is a small, intimate accelerator model with a hydraulic launch. Then we have Monster at Adventureland, one of the best Gerstlauer Infinity roller coasters. Then we have Tornado at Adventureland, just a nice wooden roller coaster. So the winner of this, I'm going to give it to Matugani at Lost Island. Matugani will be advancing to round number 2. Next state, we have Kansas. So Kansas doesn't really have anything special because I don't know. I just couldn't find a good park in Kansas, so they're all just random roller coasters called roller coaster that I found on a roller coaster database, and so just roller coaster. I do not even know the park because I forgot to put the park on, and then I searched up roller coaster and it didn't even come up, and so the winner of this, I think we're just going to eliminate Kansas from this competition because none of these roller coasters are going to get far, and we don't even know what they look like. So, actually, let's just do a random one. We'll do the middle. All right. So the middle one is going to round 2. Next, we have Kentucky. So there's one major park in Kentucky. We have Kentucky Kingdom, and we have Lightning Run at Kentucky Kingdom. Tons of airtime. Chance Hyper GTX. Wind Chaser, an RMC hybrid roller coaster, and Kentucky Flyer, a little a little Gravity Group family wooden coaster. So the winner is going to go to Wind Chaser at Kentucky Kingdom. Wind Chaser will be advancing to round number 2. Next, we are going to go to Louisiana. Louisiana has Raging Cajun at Dixie Landing, Ladybug, a Wild Mouse, and Minor Mike, like a little thing. I think we're going to give it to Raging Cajun at Dixie Landing. Next, we are going to go to Maine for Excalibur at Funtown Splashtown USA, Wild Mouse at Funtown Splashtown USA, and Sea Viper at Palace Playland. Excalibur is a roller coaster that has a version, so obviously Excalibur is going to be advancing to round number 2. Now for state group number 4, we're going to do this really quickly. We have Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, and Montana. So, actually, Montana isn't in this list because there actually aren't even 3 mentionable roller coasters, so Montana is not going to be mentioned in this list, as with Hawaii and Alaska. So, we are going to go to Maryland for Six Flags America, where we have the Superman Ride of Steel, an Intamin Hyper Coaster, Batwing, a Vekoma Flying Induction, actually the last one, and Firebird, a B&M Floorless. Superman Ride of Steel is going to be advancing to round number 2. Next, we have Massachusetts. Massachusetts has Superman the Ride at Six Flags New England. This is basically the same thing as Superman Ride of Steel. It's just slightly different, altered layouts. Then we have Wicked Cyclone at Six Flags New England, a nice RMC hybrid, and Batman the Dark Knight at Six Flags New England, a nice B&M inverted coaster. Since we already have Superman Ride of Steel at Six Flags America advancing, we are going to go with Wicked Cyclone at Six Flags New England. Wicked Cyclone will be advancing to round number 2. Now we are going to head over to Michigan. Michigan has one major park, that's Michigan's Adventure. So Michigan's Adventure has Shivering Timbers, a great wooden roller coaster, Corkscrew, a corkscrew roller coaster, and Wolverine Wildcat, another wooden roller coaster. Shivering Timbers, the wooden roller coaster airtime machine, that's only around 120 feet tall, is going to be advancing to round number 2. So now to Minnesota, we have Nickelodeon Universe that has their marquee, their main roller coaster. We have SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge, a Gerstlauer not Infinity, a Gerstlauer Eurofighter model. That's what I was looking for. And so then we have Valley Fair. Wild Thing at Valley Fair, actually very similar to the ride we have right here in the off-ride footage, Steel Force at Dorney Park. Wild Thing is just a weak Morgan Hyper coaster. And then Renegade is a great wooden roller coaster. So not SpongeBob SquarePants, not Wild Thing, but Renegade is going to be advancing to round number 2. For the last state on our list, we have Missouri. Missouri has one great theme park, and that is Silver Dollar City. So we have Outlaw Run at Silver Dollar City, a great RMC Woody hybrid coaster. Then we have Time Traveler, one of the only 2 mock spinning roller coasters, extreme spinning roller coasters. Then Powder Keg, an SNS air launch roller coaster. So this is actually a very, very hard decision. But I am going to have to go with Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City because there's so many other RMCs. Time Traveler is just a unique roller coaster, and Time Traveler will be advancing to round number 2. On to state group number 5, we are going to cover Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, and New York. So this is probably one of the best groups that we've had so far, but it's definitely going to be a wow adventure because a lot of these have like a couple theme parks and not a lot of coasters, so we'll just see who advances to round number 2. Right into it, we have Nebraska. So we have Go Gator at Funplex, just the regular like tiny family coaster. I don't even know if it's like manufactured by anything popular. I think it's like in-house manufactured or something. Then we have Safari at Saunders County Fairgrounds, which is like a nice SBF Visa. And then Tim's Runaway Grain Wagons at Vala's Pumpkin Patch. So I'm going to go with Tim's Runaway Grain Wagons at Vala's Pumpkin Patch. Tim's Runaway Grain Wagons is going to advance to round number 2. So next we have Nevada. So Nevada has Buffalo Bills Resort and Casino. Currently standing SBNO, but I'm still going to count it. We have Desperado. Desperado is an aerodynamics hyper roller coaster. Then we have El Loco, which is an SNS El Loco model at Adventure Dome, and Canyon Blaster, which is probably one of the best aero roller coasters still around. One of the best aero looping roller coasters. So for the winner of this, technically, Desperado can be in the list, but it's not going to go anywhere if it's not operating. So I'm going to have to go with Canyon Blaster at Adventure Dome because El Loco is just cloned, so it's not that interesting. Canyon Blaster will be advancing to round number 2. Now we have New Hampshire. New Hampshire has Midnight Flyer at Santa's Village, tiny roller coaster. Then they have Untamed at Canopy Lake Park and Rorosaurus at Storyland. We all know who the winner is going to be. We're going to go with Rorosaurus at Storyland. So for the second to last state on this list, we have New Jersey. New Jersey has one major theme park that is worth going to. I guess Six Flags Great Adventure. They also have Morris Piers and all the other piers on the water, but that's just not really that interesting. So we have El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure, one of the best wooden roller coasters in the world to date. Now, we have Nitro at Six Flags Great Adventure, one of the best B&M hyper coasters. And then Jersey Devil Coaster, a mid-RMC Raptor roller coaster. So we all know who the winner is going to be. That's going to be El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure. So El Toro is going to be advancing to round number 2 because it is just a completely insane wooden roller coaster. So next we're going to go to New York. New York has Ride of Steel at Six Flags Darien Lake, another Superman-themed Intamin hyper roller coaster. Then we have Thunderbolt at Luna Park and Cyclone at Luna Park. Luna Park is actually home to the world-renowned Cyclone, one of the most famous roller coasters in the world. We have the Cyclone. All of you know about it from the 1960s. It's not anything that you haven't heard of. Everybody's heard of the Cyclone. And so we're going to go with Thunderbolt is a nice, I think, SNS or something, like a launched roller coaster, but and I don't think it's good enough to top one of those good old Intamin Hyper roller coasters. So Ride of Steel Six Flags Darien Lake is going to be advancing to round number 2. That's where today's video is going to come to an end. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you made it this far into the video, you clearly like my content. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching. I already said that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks. You probably clicked on this video because you like my content. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And I will see you in another video. Subscribe.